Hello, everyone. My name is Eloisa Malo Romero, and I am an outreach and recruitment counselor here at Cal State Fullerton. Today, we're going to be talking about Cal State University Systems Overview. So who are we? We're the largest four-year public university system in the nation. We're an integrated part of the California Master's Plan. We drive California's economic workforce, and 1 out of 10 employees in California is a CSU graduate. We award half of the state's baccalaureate degrees, and our mission is to provide opportunity and access to higher education. As you can see here on the map, we have 23 different campuses, all the way from Humboldt State, all the way up north, all the way to San Diego State, all the way down south of California. So the beautiful thing of living in California is that you have so many different opportunities for higher education. As you can see here, our population is what caters to our CSUs. So with that being said, is that if we have a bigger population in Southern California, we have a bigger population, we have a bigger number of Cal States in that area, because we want to make sure that students are having the accessibility and support to continue their higher education and be successful. So some of our numbers, we have 23 different campuses, 8 off-campus centers, and as of fall 2020, we have enrolled almost 400,000 students in our campuses. We have 53,000 employees and 3 million living alumni. 95% of the students are coming from California. 88% of our freshmen are coming from California high schools, and 91% are coming from our transfer students are coming from California colleges. 50% plus, a lot of students are students of color within our system, and 1 out of 3 are first generation college student, meaning that if they are the first ones from their family to go to college. And I just want to clarify this because a lot of students get confused if a sibling, have attended college, before them, they're still considered first generation because their parents didn't go to college. So here's the vision of our campuses. So up north, we have Chico, East Bay, Humboldt, Marathon Academy, Sacramento, San Francisco, Sonoma, San Jose. And then for Central California, we have Bakersfield, Fresno, Monterey Bay, San Luis Obispo, Stanislaus. And for Southern California, we have Channel Islands, Dominguez Hills, Fullerton, Long Beach, Los Angeles, Northridge, Pomona, San Bernardino, San Diego, and San Marcos. So what we offer a bachelor's degree, credential programs, master's programs, doctoral programs. So some of the ways that I like to identify the difference between us and a community college, a UC, and a private school is that at the community college, you will get an associate's degree or a certification, right? So you can do a certification for electrician, you can do a certification for being a firefighter, right? So those are some of the certifications that they offer at the community college. At the community college also, they offer an associate's degree. So those are associates of business, associates of arts, right? So it just depends on the degree that you want to do. So with that associate's degree, once you go to the community college, you can transfer to a Cal State, UC, or a private school. The difference between a Cal State and a UC is that Cal States are more hands-on. So we have more credential programs, we have more teachers, engineers, and UCs are more focused on research. That's why you have like medical centers at the UC, right? You have UCLA Medical Hospital. You have the UC Irvine Hospital as well. So they have more research-based institutions. But what we offer here at Cal State Fullerton, or the Cal State system, they also offer at the UCs and private schools. It's just that the focus might be different because Cal States are more hands-on experiences. And just, a little tip, we produce the most teachers, engineers, computer sciences, nurses, entrepreneurs, and working in California. So in terms of my mission, for our mission purposes, this is just for our freshmen for fall 2022. Just be aware that this might change for future admission purposes for freshmen. But as of right now, students that are coming as a freshman will have to have a high school diploma, complete the A through G coursework, and earn a qualifying A through G GPA. Some campus do ask for supplemental factors. So just be aware of that limitation that some campus will ask you for additional supplemental factors. Now, I know things are changing, right? So just be aware of the changes that might occur, but this is kind of our baseline for our admissions requirements. Now, we do have campuses that are impacted, so which I'll talk about Impaction in a little bit. So just be aware that those campuses do require additional requirements or a stronger GPA. Now, if students want to go through the to the community college and then transfer out, want to share those requirements as well. So if you're thinking of transferring to the Cal State system, you do need to be in good academic standing from the community college or the college you're transferring from, have 60 transferable units, and have the Golden Four. So the Golden Four is oral communication, written communication, critical thinking, and math. You also have to have a qualifying GPA or a qualifying or a GPA that cut off, and that's depending on the school. So for our first-time freshman students, the ATG requirements is 2 years of social sciences, 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 2 years of laboratory science, 2 years of language other than English, 1 year of visual arts or performing arts, and 1 year of college preparatory electives. In terms of Impaction, so as I mentioned, some campuses are impacted more than others. So the requirements that I talked about a while ago, where's the minimum CSU eligibility. So campus such as Bakersfield, Dominguez Hills will actually accept students with the minimum CSU eligibility. Now, campus in the grade section will actually be impacted by major. For example, Cal Poly Pomona, it's a school in the grade section, and they are impacted by major. So, for example, their business degree is very, very high impacted, but their English is not impacted. So, students that have the minimum CSU eligibility will actually be admitting and applying for the English will be qualifying for that degree. Now, our last column, the column in the yellow, they're impacted all around. So Cal State Fullerton is one of the schools here listed. And what that means is that if you're applying to us, Cal State Fullerton, for a business program or an English program, it's the same requirement, it's the same limitation because we're an impacted campus. But like I mentioned earlier, please make sure you go to each school that you're interested and see what the additional requirements they're requesting, and to see if your major is impacted, the one that you're applying to. And I'll tell you a little bit more where you can check for those, do a little bit more research. So I also want to talk about Impaction. So earlier I talked about how Cal States are created to create access for students. So we provide our local area a little bit more of, support in terms of our mission purposes, meaning that they have some type of a priority, right? So for our local freshman applications, there are considered students that are graduating from the school districts below, which is Orange County School District, Chino, Corona Norco, Walnut, Whittier, and Alvarado. So those students that are graduating from those areas will be considered our local students, which have a little bit more priority than students that are considered out of local. So for our freshmen, will be like students coming from Riverside County or from LA County, right? So they have a little bit more priority. Now, students that are transfer students, then we consider local student anyone that is transferring from a community college in Orange County. So the application deadline for fall 2022 is October 1st to November 30th. That's when the application window opens up. It is very important that you submit your application before November 30th. This is the whole application system. So once it closes, it's really hard for us to reopen it. So just be aware that, you do have those 2 months to submit the application. It's one application for all 23 different campuses, but each application that you're applying to or each campus that you're submitting an application to, it's $70. So the way that you submit the application is you go to calstate.edu/apply, or you can just do a simple Google search of Cal State application and the whole list, the whole information will pop up of how to submit the application. We will be having workshops on each campus about how to submit the application. So please definitely feel free to reach out to us or check our website where webinars we'll be having about how to help you with the application itself. And then also know that each application is $70, but if you do qualify for the fee waiver, you have you have 4 applications for free. So the way that you will check if you qualify for the fee waiver is that in the application, there's a section about financial information. Once you put your financial information there, it will generate to see if you qualify for the fee waiver automatically in your application. So within Counts to Apply, within the website, there's also different options where you can explore campuses and explore majors. So one thing I mentioned earlier was like to see if campuses were not impacted or impacted. This is a way for you to check if campuses are impacted or not impacted, or if they're impacted by major, and also what the additional requirements are. You can also contact, each campus has an outreach recruitment department. So definitely feel free to reach out to them, look at their website. All the information of all our resources are in the website. So make sure you Google or just search on the website and you will find information about the outreach and recruitment. You can always reach out to us. We can help you out. But this website is so helpful because it helps you choose a campus, choose a degree, get into the CSU, paying for school, paying for college, of course. And it helps you also narrow your search down. So for example, if a student is interested in business, they can search which Cal States have a business program. If a student is interested in a agriculture or program, it will show which campuses have an agriculture program. So we'll actually narrow your search as well. So cost and financial aid. So the cost of overview is that for Cal States is about $6,870. This is like tuition cost per year, and each campus has additional fees. So just be aware that this is just like an average. And then compared to the CSU, the UC systems, that's about $13,000. Community colleges are always more cheaper. So it's about $1,500, and private schools are a little bit more expensive all the time. So that's be like $33,000 to $40,000. Please note that CSU students always receive some type of federal Pell Grant. So 43% of our students receive a Pell Grant, 81% of our students receive some type of a form of financial aid. And our average financial aid is about $11,000 to $12,000 a year. So some financial resources, it's very important for the student to apply for the FAFSA or the California DREAM Act. So if the student is a U.S. resident or a U.S. citizen, they'll be applying for the FAFSA. If the student is if a student is undocumented or a DACA student, they'll be applying for the California DREAM Act. Both applications open up October 1st, and the priority deadline is March 2nd. So the way that the funding works is that we do offer scholarships, grants, loans, and federal work study. So scholarships is free money that students can apply to. Grants is money that's coming from the FAFSA or the California DREAM Act. That is also free money. Loans is money that you do have to pay back. And federal work study is money that comes from the federal government. So it only applies for students that have the FAFSA application. And what it does is that the federal government provides some type of funding, and then you get to work on campus and use that money for this university to pay for you. Other scholarship resources we have is the financial aid, finaid.org, FastWeb, CollegeNet, and College Sports Scholarship Research. Just to give you a little bit of information about cost, just here at Cal State Fullerton for fall 2020, this was our number. So for students that work part-time, taking 1 to 6 units, that's about 2 classes, will be about $2,283. For students that work full-time, taking 4 classes, meaning that you were taking 7 to 12 to 15 units, it's about $3,489. So just to give you an idea of how much cost it is. Additional resources, just an example here at Cal State Fullerton, we do have unique scholarships as the Abrego Future Scholars, Guardian Scholars, President's College, and Veteran Scholars. So definitely feel free to reach our website. You can go to Center for Scholars to find unique scholarships that students can apply before they've been admitted to the university, or you can also do a generic search. Like we have scholarships based on if you're left-handed, or for example, if your parents were veterans, or if you're a veteran. We have scholarships depending on your college and your major, right? We have scholarships for business, we have scholarships for arts. So definitely feel free to research and find more information about what we have to offer in terms of scholarships. And then, of course, visit our campus. Our campuses are beautiful. Each campus has a unique thing to offer. So please make sure you visit our campus. I know with the situation we're living right now, there is, campuses that are online. There's some campuses that are still in person. So please make sure you go to their website and check out what they have to offer. I know for Cal State Fullerton, we are starting to do in-person campus visits, in-person tours, but we also have virtual tours. So feel free to reach out to the campus you're thinking of attending to and doing a virtual tour, or see if they have an in-person tour. So that's all the information I have for you today. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can contact us at outreach@fullerton.edu. And also you can follow us on our social media on Twitter and Instagram at CSUF Outreach. Feel free to check out our admissions information website, as well as orientation, campus tours, financial aid, and housing. But thank you all for being here, and have a great day.